This is the bread and butter of the podcast, and it's one of my favorite things. That's why I'm going to use both hands right now. We have been talking so much for Motivation Mondays about trying to embody and become the adults that we needed as children, to become the best versions of ourselves that ever existed, and to forgive ourselves for all the past versions of us that we might not be proud of, but we needed at that particular time to understand the valuable lesson that we were trying to learn. And that was being, thrust upon us for any amount of reasons. And we've also been talking about how to break generational curses and pass down generational prosperity, wealth, and happiness and success. Okay, we talk about a lot about how first we make our habits and then our habits make us. We talk about how a lot of people have a vested interest in our silence, and how if what we're doing and what we're all on this journey doing right now was easy, then everybody would do it and achieve it and have it and pass it on. But that's not the case, so not everybody bothers to do it. It is so much easier to drag somebody down to a lower level than it is to build yourself up to a better level. And so that's why if you found this video today, if you found this podcast today, then I genuinely think that there was a reason that you were brought to this podcast or to this Motivation Monday video. And if you are a person that tunes into every single Motivation Monday on my YouTube channel, then I think that this is time that you are ready to hear this, right? And if this is your first time hearing it, then I think that there was a reason why you were brought here to this particular video. And so let's dive right on in. I have a mentor that has been just a game changer for me, and he has changed my life. And he has taught me some of the best lessons and has ultimately become my best friend as well as my mentor. I genuinely believe that this person saved my life, and I'm going to share with you what they said to me. I think that, a lot of us, we tend to think that we are so alone, because that's what depression does. That's what narcissism does. That's what so many different negative things swirling around us every single day does. It alienates us. It isolates us. And that's such an easy thing to do, even though we are in such a digital age where everything's at our fingertips. We can isolate so easily, and we don't need to. Okay? If this was easy, everybody would do it. Everybody would be committed to it, because after all, consistency will take you places that motivation alone cannot. We talk about this every week. So today, this is what I want to say to you. You are not broken. You are not damaged goods. You are not a failure. You are not worthless. You are not a waste of space. You are not weak. You are not a burden. And you are most certainly not alone. I see you. I see you. You are not alone. What you are is important. You are needed. You are strong. You are so much more equipped for what you are going through than you even realize. You are strong. You are needed. You are valuable. You are loved. You are smart. You are beautiful. You are evolving, and you are amazing. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. That is not just a pretty saying. That is not just a verse. It is the truth. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. And what you are doing, what you are going through, it matters. Your voice matters. Your feelings, they matter. Because you matter. And what you are going through right now, it is not always going to be easy. It is not always going to be pretty. It is not always going to be fun. But it is worth it. Because tough times don't last, but tough people do. And you are tough as nails, okay? You are as tough as that Lego in the dark that you step on. All right? You are as tough as that pointed dog toy that you step on. All kinds of things. You are strong. You are important. You are necessary. You are needed. You are unique. You are an individual. You are a limited edition of one. And I'm sorry if sometimes this amazing journey that you were deciding to go on so you can be the adult you needed as a child and pass on good things to your future self and your future family, I'm sorry, it's not going to be easy. And I'm sorry that you're going to go through these tough times, but I am not sorry at the person that you are going to become when you get through it on the other side. Because there is no doubt in my mind, you will get through this, okay? Tough times don't last, but tough people do. And I know it's going to be tough, but remember, those better days, they are coming. They're coming sooner than you realize. And just when you think that you've had enough and you cannot possibly take any more blows, that you cannot deal with anything else, you are so maxed out, your nervous system says, we're done. Just remember, those are all things trying to stop you to get where you're just about to set your foot. Okay? It's always darkest before dawn. That's not a cute little phrase either. It's the truth. Sometimes when we are so ready to give up, it's always right when we're at the cusp of getting where we need to be, want to be, and fought so hard to be. Okay? It feels like it will never end. It genuinely does at times. But remember, those better times, they're out there. Those people that are just waiting to meet you and get to know you and love you and support you and want to be around you and want to lift you up and just be a part of you, they're out there. They're waiting for you. But if you give up, you're never going to be able to meet them and find them. So you got to keep going. Okay? Those better days, they're coming, and they're going to lead you to a place that's better than you could have possibly imagined because you had to go through heck to get there. Why would you want to stop in hell? Why would you want to stop in hell? Keep going. Get out of there. Okay? But don't try to rush that process. You need those tough times. That's where character is built. That's where formidability and gumption and guts and tenacity and strength, that's where it's all built. The good times don't build that. The tough times do. And that's why tough times don't last, but tough people do. Okay? You are not broken. You are healing. And that is a magical, amazing, beautiful gift that I do not want you to squander by giving up before your time. Do not think about the process of this right now. Fall in love with this bad time, this process. Because if you fall in love with that process, you're not focused on how tough it is. You're focused on how tough you're making it. Okay? Remember, don't focus on how tough you can make it. Focus on how tough it is making you. The more formidable you are, the more tenacious you are, the more grateful and humbled and powerful and smart and important and amazing and beautiful that you are. It's all in the tough times. That's where that is built. Don't squander it. And remember, all the people that don't understand what you're doing right now and the journey that you're on, all the people that don't want you to improve yourself and to be the adult you needed as a child, all those people that want to continue those bad habits that are passed down like generational trauma instead of generational wealth and prosperity, those people will misunderstand what you're going through and they'll misunderstand what you're doing. And that's okay. That just means that those people are not meant to go to the next chapter with you. You have to let it go. You have to let them go. So you can hold on to yourself to continue the process of becoming who you are meant to be, the lessons that you are supposed to learn, and the new version of yourself that you are busy creating. You are not broken. You are beautiful and you are healing because that's the change that you do choose. I see you. And you are many things, but alone isn't one of them. That is a lesson from my mentor and from me to you. I truly believe that we are on to something extremely special, and I hope that you guys got as much out of that as I did, because that right there changed so much for me. And the more times that I hear that is the more times that I feel that, and I learn something new every single time. I learn something new about the world and about myself and who I want to be in it. All right, everyone, this has been the latest episode of the Talks with Taylor Hendricks podcast, coming to you live every single Tuesday as part of the brand family with russosbrand.com and Channel Attitude. Until next week.